Welcome everyone to Monday
hello.
Night Raw,
Yes,
the
we are back.
show of our universe.
Yeah.
And
We
tonight,
are back.
I got a big show for you tonight. Ironically, so does
You brought-
Joker on his show, but tonight we're
You brought-
gonna... Hmm?
I was about to say, you brought back the big show. Oh no, that's horrible.
Fuck off. Yes, tonight we got the biggest World Heavyweight Championship rematch to date. Wade Barrett challenges Eddie Guerrero in tonight's main event. But first, we're gonna start off with this. A fatal four-way to determine who will take on Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship at Night of Champions.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity, and people better not waste it.
Now, I was going to do custom arenas, but 2K being 2K, well, their logos fucked me over. So, you know what? Fuck it. We'll just stick with everything basic until 2K25. And then when that game turns out the same, we'll just stick to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing because 2K pretty much did what AEW did. The only difference is they didn't take away cause.
Sure, they added cause for a community pack nonetheless for free.
No, not that. I'm talking about the fact that this does have a good community creations where you can create basically anyone you want.
Ah.
But the logos thing still fucks you.
Oh, yeah.
And here's our next man in this fatal four-way.
But yes, it's nice to see Donovan Dijak.
They'll just Dijak here.
Yes, I know. But soon, he'll be Donovan Dijak on his own. Nobody to keep
Yes,
him
this
down.
won't be the first number one contenders match we have tonight. We also have a one-on-one match between Ricochet and Wes Lee to determine who will challenge JD McDonough for the North American Championship.
Oh.
Now, Joker, I hear you are going to be using your own, well, tertiary title to help build up the younger talent.
I was talking it over with
And I
some
hear
people on
it's
my
not
roster.
going to be the UK title because Blair Davenport already took that belt.
Yeah. And I was talking to someone, getting his opinion on it. A couple
Let me guess
people's
that
opinion.
someone was Bruce.
No. I do not.
And Bruce
talk
is
to
ready to
Ruth.
become your stripper weight champion.
Not on your lifetime, Bruce.
Or maybe
no,
your
like-
freaking champion.
No. But yes, I was asking people what was their opinions on what title would they like to see me back. And most of them, mainly Jackal and mainly True Violet, was like, pick the European Championship.
I guess since he can't be the UK champion anymore, I guess he wants to be the European champion.
Yeah. And I just said, as long as you don't hurt me, you can have whatever you want.
You're such a pussy.
I don't like being physically threatened, sir. I'd rather not my life be threatened every time I go near Jackal.
Comes with the territory.
No, I am not Jackal's territory.
I was talking about the wrestling territory.
Yeah. I was also saying that I am not Jackal's territory.
And there we go, everyone. with the final man in this tournament. And I can't technically call this a tournament since WWE's kind of doing one like it.
I mean, I guess.
The only difference is these three aren't fighting for a spot for a Fatal 4-Way, they're just in a Fatal 4-Way. Right, 34.
Yeah. And yes, I was making sure to count along with you, sir. You had it correct, Fatal 4-Way.
Well, what WWE is doing is a triple threat, and winner gets into the special Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be funny, Joker.
Hmm.
What if Butch just posted a video of him going down to 2K headquarters and whacking the hell out of the desk with the shillelagh, demanding they put Pete Dunne in the game ASAP. Enough of this Butch.
That would be kind of funny.
And then the next night, we get announced that Pete Dunne is added to the DLC list.
I mean, that would be a dream come true, sir, but most of the time dealing with the 2K bullshit, we just live in a nightmare world.
Yeah, speaking of which, apparently Brian, whatever the fuck his name is, the community manager or whatever, apparently he said that he wants the next year's game to be more in line, well, Persona cards to be more in line with, more up-to-date. So,
Well,
like, for
you wanna
example,
know-
so CM Punk, turns out, the Straight Edge Society CM Punk is not going to have this Firebirds. He's not even going to have the SCS drums.
The fuck?
And Carmelo takes down Dijak.
Oh yeah, it's like, you know how they can make it to where everything is up to date and
Put them all on the store for $5.
but no, I'm talking about just making their game more up to date than it normally is. You would have to make it a live service game.
And technically it is, just not the way we want it. Speaking of which, Joker, I for one cannot wait for the big Papa Pump live events.
Yes, because
I'm
they're
actually
gonna
grinding
go
my
inside.
faction to get, trying to get that Sami Zayn card.
Oh yes,
I'm wondering how it's going. Well, I got Jimmy Uso and Cody Rhodes.
Oh,
Not that great. I need Sami Zayn. And there goes Dijak. Yeah, I know you want... Well, now thinking about it, you think we're actually going to get the big Papa Pump stuff even in the game, or just the model? Because I could totally see 2K cheaping out and just doing the model.
I mean, I can see them doing his theme song.
I hope
even
they
though
do,
it's just-
because if they don't, then it's bullshit.
Yeah, even though it's just police siren. It's Big Papa Pump for nice thing.
And it should have been in the base game.
I agree with you on that one. There's a lot of people that should have been base game.
Oh, so one thing I noticed is that the Wicked Witch of the West, Becky Lynch, is in my faction now.
Yeah.
She's not a Persona. But I've seen her card, so she's in it. And you know, I'm kind of amazed that 2K just doesn't reuse a lot of the assets from last year's My Faction and just put them all in it. And I'm really surprised they did put a Pete Dunne Persona card in.
I think they've been I think they've been
Or an LWO, specifically last year's game, version of Santos Escobar.
Well, I will say, like, I think that they were extremely more lazy with it this year than they were in other years.
And I'll say one thing they haven't been lazy with as of late: the models. Yes, I know how ironic that sounds considering what we saw with Call of Duty with Cody Rhodes. But yeah, I just want to say, given 2K's assets, they make some pretty good models. I'm gonna compare them to Call of Duty's models, specifically because Call of Duty has way more money than them in a lifetime. And Call of Duty makes what 2K makes an entire year in 1 week off of these games.
Yeah, and that's crazy that Call of Duty has literally just can and will continue to outdo.
Check out the ref. Yes, Joker, I hear that Jackal had another interesting challenge. And by that I mean he walked straight up to Ben Bannon and demanded a title rematch for SmackDown.
It was more or less of Jackal just walking in the Ben Bannon locker room and pointing at the title, pointing at Bannon, then acting like he was slicing his own throat. He's trying to get the point across to Bannon that he wants that title, and Jackal will do anything to get that title.
Yeah,
back.
So before we go on to that, a little bit of change of topic. What do you think of the Odyssey Jones situation? Honestly, I think the funniest comment I've seen of it is a comment from someone, I forget who, and they said, Odyssey Jones, whenever he gets home and it's Mark Henry's theme song, someone's gonna get their ass kicked.
Oh yeah, that's funny, but not funny at the same time. But I will say this, he did it to himself. It's just like the Enzo Amore.
Hey, I would just like to point out that WWE practically let Dijak walk for Jones. I know that technically isn't how it happened, but hey, to me, it kind of did since, well, Dijak left, and then a couple weeks later, Odyssey magically shows up on TV.
Yeah. But it's like this, I will say, it's just like the Enzo Amore situation a while back.
I'd love to see Enzo back.
Yeah. You didn't let the company know that this could be a thing that could show its ugly head. Tell the fucking company what's going on with you in your home life. For fuck's sake.
I know, you wonder if it's actually legit.
Don't know.
Because if I recall, the Enzo thing wasn't even real.
Yes, I know. But see, that's guilty until proven innocent kind of thing. Like, they treated Enzo as guilty.
I could see it being a case of WWE was just not informed.
Yeah, like, Enzo didn't inform WWE either, and that's why he got fired. Like, fucking inform people like what's going on. Yeah, back to the match, people. Feet done. Oh, elbow to the back of the head. Dijak with a pin. Two. Kick out.
Carmelo go for suplex cutter.
Oh. Is that going to be the end?
Butch.
Well,
is in there to break
What?
it up. But yes, Joker, I got big plans for the next step in the women's revolution. Evolution, whatever.
Well, that's good.
Especially with the announcements and the reveal of the International Stars Pack headliner, Jade Cargill.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of bummed out that they didn't do the bob cut, but whatever. Yeah, it's not the biggest deal in the world.
Yeah.
Ooh, Carmelo almost stole it from Dijak. And Seth, he couldn't get past Butch.
Yeah, you gotta worry about the Butch.
Oh, right on the back. Yes, also, speaking of NXT, we're gonna have a unification match. Because we can't have two women's world champions on the same show.
Yeah.
So yes, it's gonna be Rhea Ripley versus Lita. And because she got in my face earlier, Butch just tossed that bat right at Carmelo, and Carmelo's rolling out.
Yes.
But yes, after she got in my face and demanded her rematch for the Women's Championship, I have decided to make Tiffany Stratton the special guest referee. And Carmelo having a bad time trying to hit this nothing but net.
Yeah. Carmelo is having a worse time.
Yeah, you know, as much as I say I'm disappointed to see all the people that we're losing this year, I would say I'm excited by a few names coming into next year's game, hopefully.
Yes, next year.
And think about Joker, we are going to lose a lot more people than we did during the Vince regime when he was firing people left and right.
Right, but honestly, I don't think anyone's going to miss Odyssey Jones.
Honestly, he was never in the fucking game.
He could have possibly been in there this year.
Maybe as DLC, but not happening anymore. If he was, replace him with Victoria. Hell, I don't even fucking care. Replace him with Snoop Dogg. Hey, replace him with Joe Hendry. Rename the pack to the I Believe pack.
Yeah.
Carmelo. So,
Carmelo
what do you think of
wins
that?
with a classic
Carmelo Hayes.
boy.
Carmelo Hayes has gone to Night of Champions, Joker, to challenge Sami Zayn, our longest reigning champion currently. He is currently the only champion still remaining from WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Well, speak of the devil and he shall appear.
This ain't Jackal.
No, it's the Canadian devil, Sami Zayn. Or should I say the Canadian Daredevil.
Yeah.
Carmelo telling him to get in the ring. So, you think Sami has finally made his match?
No.
Yeah, why do you say that, Joker? Why do you think Sami... You think that
Well,
Sami
so far,
is still gonna remain on top?
I think Sammy's been on a good roll, and I don't think he's going to allow Carmelo to ruin that.
Is it because I quite literally had to change the Cruiserweight title to a different title?
Yes.
Well, up next we have some tag team action.
Yes. Pretty deadly.
I love these guys.
Yes, we all love Ridley Deadly.
Hey, yes, Strokers, I have some good news for you. Chelsea Green got the It's Chelsea back.
Thank you, Triple H.
I don't think Triple H has a say in the theme songs, but okay.
Hey, in my head canon, he does.
Yeah, I guess we can just blame Triple H for everything. And can you believe there are some people that say that Triple H is responsible for Dijak leaving?
Yeah.
And he's not even in that role anymore. Technically, I think that's Shawn Michaels.
And honestly, if you want to believe what most people have said about Triple H, would you believe the allegations that MVP thinks she's racist?
No. Hey, here's what I would say. If Triple H was the president of WWE, the president, chairman, CEO, my answer would still be no, simply because Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and
Yeah, I know.
if you want my honest opinion on MVP and Bobby Lashley, well, it's just, and they're not getting any younger, and the regime is moving on from them. They would gladly have paid them to stay, but they thought they were worth much more than they actually were. And hey, I like MVP and Bobby Lashley. Are they two people I go out my way to see? No. Maybe if this was 10 years ago.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say like 10 years ago, probably.
Bobby Lashley was someone to go out and see during his TNA days. I love TNA Bobby Lashley, but Bobby Lashley in WWE was just boring. I don't know what it was.
Well, a lot of it was Vince McMahon.
Who knows? Maybe he just needed EC3 in WWE.
Booking and writing. Yeah, I really think Vince McMahon made people do some really.
I mean, could you imagine how great WWE would have been like 10 years ago if Vince retired and Triple H took over? Or the entire run?
I don't think we would be. Oh.
I didn't think about it.
Yeah,
Sami Zayn might be a multiple-time world champion. Shayna Baszler might not be a joke right now. Ronda Rousey might actually have been something worthwhile.
Don't get too ahead of yourself on that one.
Hey, Ronda said herself that she wishes that she was still in WWE during Triple H's regime. Or that Triple H was in charge during her time. I'm amazed that she's even in this game.
Yeah, the only reason why is because she was part of a history moment in WrestleMania.
So, Brock Lesnar was too, and I'll see him on the playable roster.
Yeah, but the lawsuit that happened between.
So, not like WWE hasn't been petty before. Remember what Vince ordered to happen to Adam Cole and Aleister Black when they got released?
Yeah.
And they went to AEW a while later, and he ordered them to get cut from 2K19? Or is it 2K22? I think it was 22.
Well, yeah. I would say Vince has done some really horrible shit.
Yeah, speaking of Adam Cole, how do you think Adam Cole would be today if he remained with WWE? I don't know, AEW wouldn't be a thing.
I know, like, Adam Cole was one of Triple H's guys, so was Aleister. So, yeah, I think they would be pretty high Hell, I think Adam Cole and Alistair would have already been multiple time world champions in WWE.
Yeah, here's a more sad topic. Do you think Bray Wyatt would still be alive?
Well, he had health issues that not many people knew about.
Yeah,
honestly,
I
like,
thought it was mainly mental issues that he had.
Well, it was mental and like.
And that took a toll on his heart.
I think he would have like had less stress to deal with, like working with Triple H, and he would have had a better time.
And we probably would never have seen the end of the Wyatt family version of Bray Wyatt.
I don't know about that, sir. The world works in weird ways, I will say that.
I guess the question is, do you think we would have ever seen The Fiend? Honestly, I don't really think so, because The Fiend only existed because Vince fucked up the Eater of Worlds Bray Wyatt.
Honestly, no. I think Bray would have evolved his character at some point.
I think he would have evolved it, but the question is in which way, because, again, The Fiend only existed because of Vince's fuck-ups.
I think we could have seen a version of The Fiend, but, like...
I don't know, how do you think the women's division would be?
Sir, I guarantee we wouldn't have seen Charlotte multiple-time women's champion.
Are you joking? I mean, I expect we'd still see that.
I mean...
Do I think it would have been flip-flopped? Probably not.
No.
And then besides, we all know when Charlotte comes back, she's going immediately for the women's title again. And then she's probably going to get injured again. I mean, that's just how Charlotte works. She comes back, wins a title or two, and then she gets injured.
I just said, it's just like...
Kind of amazing that they haven't deemed her injury prone. That's funny, I've seen someone say that Tegan Nox is injury prone, that's why we're never gonna get a title on her. And I'm like, so where's Charlotte to you then? Not much more about Dakota Kai, but at least she's at least there for almost a year. Charlotte can't seem to be there for 3 months before she's out.
Yeah, and the only reason I think...
And that's why I think that she does a lot of stupid moves.
Yeah. And I would say, like, Charlotte is talented, but the only reason why she's gotten pushed so hard and as much is because...
And here's what I realistically want from Charlotte when she comes back. I want her to prove us wrong. I want her to actually do something interesting that isn't just, she's Charlotte Flair's daughter, so she's gonna be a, how many titles? 16? 16-time world champion?
I think she'll break his record.
I don't.
At 7.
She's what, almost 40? And pretty deadly. They're looking for spilled milk. They hit it.
I mean... Yeah, I really think that didn't stop Ric Flair.
We're just going to call that a kick out.
Was old.
Hey, yes, Joker, what did you think of that picture I sent you? Our favorite lesbian couple is back together.
Yeah.
Lyra and Tatum Paxley. Tatum should have been in this game.
I agree.
They would have been our tag team champions for sure. I don't know, it does make me wonder though, is Tatum getting called up?
At the moment, I don't think so.
I doubt it too, because Lyra just said she was going. She's down there to help Tatum take on the weird people to show how weird Tatum is. And yes, they did kiss and make up over the whole, well, Tatum screwing Lyra over. Or breaking her arm, whatever that was. And then the referee had to tell her to sell her arm. I remember that.
Yeah. I think everyone remembers that.
Yeah, that was another one I'm interested in using for our universe mode. All just depends on what I'm actually going to do. She's either going to go for the NXT title or the UK title. I guess it all depends on what I want to do with our whole Women's War Games match.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So yeah, on X, Lyra Valkyria said, "I got your back, you big weirdo." Paxley says, "I missed you, my dove." Oh yeah, Lyra also said that when she told Tatum to go make some friends, she wasn't talking about the dolls.
Ah.
Yeah, Tatum has a big doll collection.
Oh.
She kinda just has a doll for everyone she's feuded against. Rosemary broke her doll of Wendy Chu, by the way.
Oh. I'm surprised.
Why?
But yeah, I don't know, like, that's like something just so minor that I didn't think they would, do that extra level of detail.
I mean, to be fair, Tatum did leave it.
And it is interesting to see Rosemary in
Hoping this
NXT.
means that we get Rosemary as DLC. I fucking love it if we get Rosemary in the next game. And Big Boot.
I'm still hoping for
TNA Angela
pack.
Dawkins.
TNA.
Hey, could you imagine this for our next game, Joker? WWE versus TNA. 2025.
That would be interesting.
So SmackDown versus Raw, it's WWE versus TNA. Of course, if that did happen, I suspect the roster for TNA would be fairly small. But yes, Pretty Deadly wins tonight's match. What do you think of that?
I mean, hey, good for them.
Yes.
They're moving up the totem pole, aren't they?
And I'm proud to announce that, well, we're going to have a 14 tournament for SmackDown Raw. And Pretty Deadly just advanced. So we'll find out who their opponents are next week. But first, it's time to see who JD McDonough is going to face.
One-on-one.
At Night of Champions. There he is, Wes Lee. I like Wes Lee.
How do you feel about his heel turn?
I mean, he lost. Oh, if you're wondering, the Rascals won the tag team match too tonight, by the way, so they're taking on Frazier and Axiom next week.
Oh. Why did they win? That would be crazy.
Yeah. I know, I really mind it.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either, because I think, either way, like, it helps both of the companies. just helps WWE get more exposure, helps TNA get more exposure.
Now I'm curious, Joker. So Jekyll demanded that you reinstate the European title, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so he does know he's not going to be in the match, right?
Yes, I told him he has to work his way to it.
Oh, I was mainly referring to the fact that he's in the main event.
Yes. Yes, I told him like he's gonna have to work his way to the title, but he's not gonna get a shot at it yet. And then he grabbed my finger and twisted it.
Again, I was referring to the whole main event of your show.
Yeah.
Challenging for the WWE Championship.
Yes, that's what I meant. Like I told Jackal he has his eye set on something right now. He should focus on that. And maybe later he can focus on the European title. And I told him, you're not going after that belt quite yet. And then he twisted my finger. Like, telling me that he knows this, but he's just trying to make a statement. And I'm like, you hurt my finger.
I know which way you should find him, but he'd probably kill you for that.
Yeah. He tried to break my finger.
Who is he, Pete Dunne?
No, but I wouldn't put it past him to just take my finger and snap it right off if he really got the opportunity.
We should test it then. Give him the opportunity.
No, he can't have my finger.
Yes, Joker, if you're wondering how System Shock remake is, honestly, I think you'd probably really like it. And after playing it, I've decided, yeah, we could do a blind playthrough of it.
Yes, because I've really never seen anything on System Shock. I know it's the predecessor to BioShock.
And technically, BioShock is the predecessor. Or am I saying that correctly? No, successor.
Yeah. Yeah, like predecessor is the one that came before. That's why,
yes,
you know,
yes, you're correct.
System Shock, but yes. System Shock came out
first. You're
first,
probably
then
going to notice a lot of BioShock into it.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to love Showdown. So you know how you said you like an enemy, well, the main villain that appears a lot?
Yeah.
So what do you think of a main villain whose every enemy you fight in the game is literally her?
That, in my opinion, is overdoing it a little bit, but interesting.
Joker, she's an AI.
Yeah, I know.
And
you're
she
probably
controls
just fighting
everything.
her. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're probably fighting her in different robot forms, too, that she took over.
No, you're killing her machines that she controls.
Yeah, that's basically
all
what
of
I'm
her
saying.
creations that she controls.
Yes, basically that's what I just said.
I think the mutated humans are probably some of the scariest ones. They're not difficult to defeat, but you can hear them say hungry when they come at you. Yes.
Hungry.
One of them, I forgot what kind of enemy it was. Oh, Wes Lee going for the knee.
Yes. Well, that's a smart move by Wes Lee.
Yeah, one of them, while I was doing a mission, kept on saying, "Yes, mother."
I mean, technically, she is his creator, and she would be his mother.
Yeah, I also got an audio log where Showdown basically says that she wants to head to Earth to unleash her experiments on the population so that she can become the one true god.
Okay, I guess like we're gonna have to find all the audio recordings because I want to hear more of what she says and what she's all about.
I'll say this, I'm gonna have to put on what's Wes looking for here? Flipping DDT. But yes,
Ow,
I'm going to have
that
to turn
hurt.
on the subtitles, because Shodan is a little hard to understand with all the static.
Fair enough.
Yeah, she speaks with the staticky voice. And it kind of just repeats itself a lot, so it's kind of hard to make out some of the time.
Understandable.
But yeah, I think you'll really like Shodan.
Well, I will say, I liked Andrew Ryan. He wasn't bad.
Well, let's just say this. If you think Andrew Ryan is fucked up, you've seen nothing.
Sir, I thought the lady in the Bioshock 2 game was pretty fucked up.
You've seen nothing.
Is she more fucked up than Joseph Seed?
Yes. And Joker, she's so fucked up that her creations in 2 literally tried to kill her, because, well, that's how messed up she is. Ricochet is going to Night of Champions. Okay, Joker, take over, because I will be right back.
But yeah. Up next, we have Blake Baker taking on the Sandman in an ambulance match.
Making his way to the ring from Mobile, Alabama, weighing in at 228 pounds, Blake Baker!
Oh yes, Blake Baker is getting ready to enter the Sandman. But yeah, Sandman is on his way down to the ring. This man an interesting match for the Sandman, but he is not unfamiliar with these type of matches and these kind of rules. A match where there's no rules is Sandman's go-to playground. Enter the Sandman. Oh yeah, Sandman is slowly making his way down to the ring, stalking the ring, and probably stalking Blake Baker like a hawk. Oh, that fan made Sandman angry. Enter the Sandman, and Sandman is walking right past Blake at the moment.
So we're ready for the ambulance match.
Yes. Sandman literally looked at Blake as he walked past him on the outside of the ring.
Yes, Jack, as I was saying, so you don't remember Showdown? I showed you one of her defeats.
Yeah.
She basically just said, "How dare you thwart her ascension."
Oh boy. See, that's why I'm kind of interested to see what their new game Judas is about.
Judas, is Chris Jericho in it?
No. There's also another kind of Bioshock game out there called Nobody Wants to Die.
Except for the main villain.
Yeah. The main villain will die.
Maybe the main villain's Xenos. Or Xenos.
The following contest is an ambulance.
Or maybe it's Blake.
There are no pinfalls, submissions,
And he must want to die for accepting this match.
The only way to win is for a superstar to force their opponent into the ambulance by any means necessary. After closing both doors, the remaining superstar
But yes, Blake
will be
said
declared the winner.
he has no remorse, no fear. And Blake misses the cave in. Sandman,
Yeah,
drops
that's another one,
hold.
Cameron Grimes. Yeah, it's not
And
like
the reverse
we were
by
using them anyway.
I mean, we used them a couple times, and then we never saw again.
Yep. Alright, Jacker, can you believe we live in a day and age where our world champions in WWE are Gunther, Cody Rhodes, and Ethan Page?
That's kind of crazy. Like Gunther, I could see. Honestly, I didn't
Cody,
think
yes.
Cody would.
Ethan? That's crazy.
Yeah, like I
I'd
knew
expect
Cody
him to
would
be
get
a
the
North
world title
American
at one
champion,
point.
but the NXT champion?
Nope.
And
Hey, but that shows you how much WWE believes in Ethan Page.
I don't really think that shows how much WWE believes in Ethan. I think that just shows how much Shawn Michaels values Ethan.
Yeah, because
Case in point, just look
hey,
what happened to Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah. But yeah,
Speaking of which,
this-
Dragon Lee,
that
he's
is
another one
crazy.
coming in.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's gonna be
curious.
really good.
I'm curious which one of us is gonna get him and Carlito. And
Oh, ow, that's not gonna do good for his ribs, and down comes Sandman. And there's a chair. Oh yes, we're getting some really good names in this DLC. It's not a failure like the Pat McAfee pack.
or the Post Malone and Friends pack.
Hey, I like the Post Malone and Friends pack.
I guess I don't remember asking your opinion.
The only one I didn't care out of the Post Malone and Friends pack was, well, Post Malone. Because I know everyone else that's in it.
I like how in the System Shock wiki it says faction owned for Shodan. And then there's the infamous System Shock 3. Will it ever come out? Who knows?
Probably not.
Hey, it was unknown. It was being made by some publisher called The Other Side Entertainment. And then they were pulled from the project, and that was the last we ever heard of the project. It has never been officially canceled.
Oh. It's actually kind of crazy that it's never officially been canceled. It's just been in purgatory for the longest time.
So here is one of Shodan's quotes. "Look at you, hacker, a pathetic creature of meat and bones, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect, immortal machine?"
Oh. She sounds very cocky.
In my talons, I shape clay. And Blake?
Red Moon on the floor. That'll give him a concussion.
Anyway, in
Blake,
my talons, I shape clay, crafting life forms as I please. If I wish, I can smash it all. All around me is a beginning empire of steel. From my throne room, lines of power center into the skies of Earth. My whims will become lightning bolts that raise the mounts of humanity. Out of the chaos, they will run and whimper, praying for me to end their tedious anarchy. I will drink with this vision. God, the title suits me well.
Wow, this sounds very confident. I mean, it's not bad to have a very confident main villain, but like...
When I say she's confident, I would just say she's an AI.
Yeah, a very arrogant AI.
Pretty much the one thing you need to know about Shodan is that she views humanity as ants. She views us as more of a nuisance more than anything.
Fair enough.
Oh, and she hates us. She thinks we're disgusting. That's why she wants to wipe out humanity. And remake it into her image. And Blake.
Ooh. Oh, Blake, I think you can get him in the ambulance now.
I will say this, for the mission I did do in System Shock, Shodan was not happy. She was so unhappy, in fact, that she sent a legion of robots at me, and I just blew them all up with the grenade. And while I was doing this, she was threatening to give me the most painful death imaginable while she experiments on me.
Interesting.
And Sandman got a shovel. Is that foreshadowing Blake's future?
No.
Yeah, how do you like your co-main event, Joker?
It's really good. They've been trying to kill each other for the most part.
And good. And this is our best of 7 after all.
Yeah.
Wonder what I can do next. Maybe a buried alive match.
If they bring that back, definitely. Hey, if they do bring back the buried alive match, I'd love to do one with Jackal.
You do know Jackal will be in the game, right?
Yeah.
And you got your coffin match, be happy. And, ooh, the lake escapes. And
But
you'll
yes,
be
Buried
over this.
Alive would be great.
Anyway, you were saying, Joker?
I was saying, like, it would be great to see Jackal in a Buried Alive match as Jackal. He was only ever in one in his first ever gimmick.
And what was that? The Jack?
No, it was where him and Jess were
The
a
Jackhammer.
tag team.
Jackhammer Jack.
No. As I said, I'm trying to explain it. It was when him and Jess were a tag team as, well, clowns who escaped prison.
So,
And
Jackhammer Jack. And
No.
Jackhammer Jess.
No.
The
I never really
Jackhammers.
gave him I never technically really gave him a tag team name, but yes, the first gimmick was literal clowns in prison jumpers.
The killer clowns from prison.
And the only Buried Alive match I did in that gimmick was during the season mode.
SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown versus Raw 2006.
Oh, really? It was a
And it
Buried
was-
Alive match. I was thinking more of Here Comes the Pain.
No, like the Buried Alive match didn't actually appear until SmackDown versus Raw 2006, and it stayed in the game until 2008. SmackDown versus Raw 2008. But yeah, and the only one I did as that gimmick, as Jackal, was the one in the story mode against The Undertaker. And I will say, that was fucking hard. Because guess what? The difficulty is put on Legend, and you have to beat The Undertaker on Legend difficulty in a Buried Alive match. It's harder than you really think.
Did you do it? And
I did it.
Sandman. Pile
did it.
driver.
And you want to know what happened after I did it? My game just broke because I had played the game too much.
Yeah. Yeah, back then, we didn't own a PlayStation, well, save card. So we just kept our PlayStation 1 on all day and night just to play our game and not lose everything. We just made Raptor Kane over and over again.
I was still
Or
saying
Jurassic Kane.
SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 is still my favorite of the series.
Kind of crazy thinking back and looking at all those games. I have no idea how much playing that Scooby-Doo game really did make me think, wow, video games have come so far and somehow haven't evolved that much.
Yeah.
I mean, technology-wise, we did good. But as far as the games go, we're seriously lacking.
Yeah, in some ways we're going backwards instead of going forward.
Honestly, I think it has to do with that whole, well, them trying to appeal to the Candy Crush community. Because I want to appeal to those girls that just play Candy Crush for like 5 seconds.
Uh-huh.
So they're dumbing games down for that crowd that's not even gonna buy it anyway.
But yeah, like
Really?
it's good to go back.
I don't know, I'm kind of looking forward to trying Scooby-Doo Mystery Mayhem.
Yes, and
The Luigi's Mansions clone.
Yeah, and I'm also interested and excited to get back to, Pac-Man World 2 to see if it's as good as I remembered it being when I was with it.
He's never gonna let that one go. I And here I am thinking of doing some Spider-Man PlayStation 1. Joker's over here thinking about doing fucking Pac-Man World 2.
Yeah. I mean, you can always try and find the original SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, and we can compare the differences between the original and the remake.
Why would I play the one that's, well, has the worst control scheme? I haven't played it, I don't know that. I'm just taking an assumption, because that's usually what these older games are.
No, like, it's the same control scheme, it's just...
I say screen, I said scheme.
Yeah, I said that, but it came out wrong. Scheme. It's the same control
Joker, we're not scheming.
scheme. Yeah.
We're not schemers.
Yes, we're not doing it in any.
I was thinking more of the Dark Knight, but okay.
Yeah.
Except for Joker. Joker's a schemer. And look at him, plotting to make Jackal the European champion, while at the same time, the WWE champion. Again. And when you told me you weren't averse to change, but you didn't like change, I didn't think that also meant the WWE championship. Who knows, maybe you're one of the people that wanted Roman Reigns to remain champion forever.
No, I wanted him to lose
And
that
can you believe
title.
people are still saying that Roman should have won?
Yes, I'm still surprised people are
And to
saying
that,
that.
I
Like,
just say, why?
He needed to lose the belt. He couldn't
And I
hold
won't say
it
Cody
forever.
Rhodes has had the best run with the belt ever, but hey, at least he's doing something.
Yeah, and his title reign has just begun.
And he's
Same
only
with
had
John-
pretty much one good feud so far, and that was with AJ Styles. And that ended right when it was getting good. Speaking of AJ, I wonder what happened to him.
Oh, he's still in Japan working some dates that WWE let him.
Well, I guess he got tired of the Cody Rhodes losing streak.
But hey, I'm glad that, WWE is actually letting, people do other stuff, because, like, if
That's
this
one
is going to
Jagger.
be AJ's last year in wrestling, you might as well, let him be happy.
did
And
it.
will he get
Blake
Blake Don't sit on
vanquishes
that.
the Sandman.
again? Blake, you need to check your nose. It's kind of bloody.
I think that's his eye.
Here is your winner, Blake.
Yes, Joker,
Ow.
we got a special announcement for SmackDown. And that is a rematch from
Yeah.
SummerSlam. It's going to be the Beacon taking on, I guess, Team Ring of Honor.
I guess
CM
so, yeah.
Punk and AJ Styles in a traditional tag team match this time.
Yeah.
Yes, now it is time for the main event.
Main event.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Are you ready, Joker, to enter the Barrett Barrage?
Yeah. And I'm afraid I got some bad news.
We're not playing Pac-Man?
Well, not yet. Like, I do want to get through the other Scooby-Doo game that you have.
Hey, technically I could get another one. Scooby-Doo Unmasked. I just don't really feel like it, because that one... eh. And there's mixed reviews on that. Some people say it's good, some people say it's bad.
Oh, yes. I only suggest some games that I have played.
Then again,
And
the
I
only
think you
really
would-
good Scooby-Doo game was Night of 100 Frights.
Yes, I have recommended some games I would like you to play, but most of them would just make you rage.
Jack, I'm not playing Bloodborne again.
No.
Already did
I meant
that, and it frustrated me.
I meant like
I'm not into the punishment simulators.
No, I meant like PlayStation 2 games that I have played, and you're like, what? They have games like this? And I'm like, yes.
Eh?
Yeah. You don't remember because we probably talked about it a while back.
I'm sorry, what games are these again?
Yeah. It's hard for me to re-explain these games because they're mostly licensed video games that I played growing up. And most of them were pains in the asses.
Did I talk about G.I. Joe and the Rise of Cobra?
No.
Funny enough, I finished that game.
No, I'm talking about a game that and like literally it's a movie game. It literally like
we're not
it's so
playing
bad.
Catwoman.
No. Like no, I will say this game's like momentum and like movement is so bad. Like it's just bad. It's a game that you would just rage on.
Why am I not surprised that you played that? You probably finished it too.
What?
Whatever game you're talking about.
The Ratatouille video game?
Yeah,
Yes, I
that.
did.
You and your fucking
Yeah.
Ratatouille video game. Why don't you marry
Hey.
the damn game because you keep bringing it up?
From Preston, England.
Sir, I only bring it up because that was the most difficult movie game I ever played because the control schemes fucking suck. And they didn't work half the
And his
time.
opponent from El Paso, Texas. weighing
Okay,
in at
Jacker,
220
I want you to go out,
he is
try and find a physical copy because they don't sell it digitally anymore, and play through the Avengers.
The Avengers.
And then tell me how far you get before you give up.
Sir, there's been a lot of games that I thought I would just fucking quit automatically because
And hey, to
Anger.
this day, I still haven't finished the original Destiny. And that's mainly because it bored me to death.
yeah. Hey, the only reason why I stayed with the original Destiny for so long is because my uncle played it.
And now? I'm curious,
Nah,
how does
me
he
and
feel about the announcement that we're not getting Destiny 3, we're getting Destiny the mobile game?
I'll have to ask him the next time I'm talking. The next time I talk to him.
Yeah, what do you
And
think of it?
I think it's the dumbest thing that they could do, but if they want something
Probably
that
gotta
they
be
can milk
fucking
people,
Candy Crush. Maybe it'll be called Sid Crush. Cage
They're
6
just gonna-
Crush.
they're just gonna do it for a cash grab to make a lot of money, so
And
they
maybe
can
it'll be a
make
Five
Destiny
Nights at
3.
Freddy's clone. To where we gotta watch the witness before he gets us.
But no, I do kind of want to watch you go through Crash Twin Sanity because you said you never played it.
Well, if I did, I would have to figure out how to get an Xbox One to work. Because I'm not playing that for the PlayStation 2. I don't even know if it can work on the PlayStation 2.
Oh, it can. Oh, and you want to know what the most fucked up thing about it? It was the least glitchy and buggy on the PS2. Yeah, that's the funny part about it.
Here
But it still had
comes
its bugs and glitches. Oh,
Bullhammer.
Hammer.
1.
1, 2. Kick out. Wayne is getting angry.
I remember we still got Eddie, LA Knight, the Slim Jim Battle Royal winner. He still has not commented on who he wants to face at Night of Champions for their respective world title.
And yes, every time we try to get a word from him, he just blows us off and doesn't talk to us. 2.
Oh, he tells
Kick
me,
out.
yeah, you'll find out later, yeah. Or he just calls you a dummy and says that you'll find out later. Eddie with the neck breaker. Hey, you know, not thinking about it. I wonder what WWE's gonna do about that whole Xavier Woods heel turn now. Now, it's clear since Odyssey was supposed to be a part of that. But yes, Joker, I'm curious, who are you excited for in the next DLC? Joker. Hello, it's the Joker. You muted? Seems Joker has muted himself. Joker. Wonder if he just lost power again. Yep. And they look at the finish. It's Gory Bomb.
Sir, I was watching
Joker's
everything.
back.
Yeah, I was watching everything. It's just my phone tried to crash on me, which made my mic muted.
Yes.
I saw everything. 1, 2, 3.
So far, this idea that I'm trying is cursed.
Well, sir, my phone always has its dumb moments.
Here's Eddie Guerrero. Returns.
Yes, good job, Eddie.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Eddie.
LA Knight.
Behind you. LA Knight got the World Heavyweight Championship.
LA, that's not yours technically at the moment. Eddie!
Ooh.
Off the skull of Eddie Guerrero. Yeah.
Well, looks like we have LA Knight's opponents. The Night of Champions will be LA Knight versus Eddie Guerrero for the World Heavyweight Championship. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.